I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're MV Board Gaming. And today we are going over our quarterly recap, which is going to be January of this year through March. So we're going to go ahead and cover that for you.
Yeah. So some numbers. So this quarter we played 114 plays. So we had 114 plays over 63 unique games. And we had a tie for the most played games. I entered this right at the end so you couldn't see it. But do you have any idea of what our most played games were?
There's two.
There's two that are tied.
Okay. Oh, this is hard. Okay. Forest Shuffle and I don't know the other one.
So yeah, Forest Shuffle and Lorcana.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
So those were our two top most played games for the quarter. We're going to jump into the different categories that we have set up. So first is going to be our favorite new to us game. Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So favorite new to us game. Mine is really difficult because we've been playing a lot. Well, I mean, I feel like we play a lot of games anyway, but I had three ones that I couldn't decide between. And I thought this is the problem with a few of my different categories. And I'm just gonna pick on the whim. So on these, I'm gonna go with my favorite new to us game to be Encyclopedia. I'm gonna say Encyclopedia is my favorite new to us game. It was one that Nick and Vic introduced us to, and really enjoyed it. Just the dice placement and everything in the game. I really like the artwork. So yeah, I thought it was a really great robot. Not like too hard to learn, but there was like a lot of different things that you could do and kind of variety of stuff that you were doing in the game. So I really like that. So yeah, my favorite new to us game is going to be Encyclopedia, but it was really close with Keep the Heroes Out and Sea Salt and Paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those were tough.
All right. Well, my favorite new to us game, mine was between two. I don't know. I think I like them equally the same, so I'll have to just go with both of them. So Dodo's Riding Dinos.
Okay.
And the Stone Spine Architects.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I really liked both of those games. I don't know. Maybe if I had to think about it based on like theme or something like that, it would be the Dodo's Riding Dinos because I think it's just a goofy, like fun game. Okay. And I think we had a really great time playing it.
Okay. So what is your favorite game from the quarter?
A favorite game?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, do I have to think of that? No.
I'm not going off the script.
Favorite game is it's Cascadia.
Oh, really?
Out of all the games that we played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mine is one that we played the most of, and that's Forest Shuffle. I know we rated it really high, so it's still really good. I'm super excited for the expansion that's coming out this year. So it is, after all the plays that we have of it so far, it's still one that I keep wanting to play all the time.
That was actually really difficult. So it was, I couldn't decide between Forest Shuffle and Cascadia. And so I really thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, which one do I like more?
Forest Shuffle's better.
I mean, I think if we get more cards, I'm getting kind of burnt out on the same cards for Forest Shuffle. But interesting though is that we did play Isle of Cats this quarter.
Oh, and it wasn't your favorite game?
No. So I was like, I think Cascadia is like above it now. Well, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see in a couple of years.
Yeah. A couple of years.
All right. What's the next one?
Best experience.
Best experience. So this one, I feel like this game always lands somewhere in my best or favorites quarter after quarter. But this is going to be Dice Sword Adventures with Eli. So me and him had started playing. We only have a couple left. He hasn't played the last week or two, but we're about to finish the campaign that we're doing. So we only have two more scenarios, but really have enjoyed Dice Sword Adventures. I'm excited for when that wraps up. I think it's something that we want to do because I know Dice Sword has been moving up on your thing. So Dice Sword Adventures, really enjoying it, playing it with my son, and he's having a great time. So
Mhm.
We literally talked about it today, and he was like, "Yeah, I know. When you get back to playing that," I was like, "We only got a couple left."
Mhm.
So that's been my favorite experience is being able to share my favorite game of all time with him and him enjoying it. So
Mhm. Okay, so mine is actually the first time that we played Sea Salt and Paper with Nick and Vic, and I'm
really,
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
okay,
tell you why.
why
Because
you won?
I ended up winning, and I had no idea that I was gonna win. Like it was a complete surprise. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna win this," but
Mm-hmm.
then I did. I ended up like we didn't even get to like the other rounds because
Mm-hmm.
I already like went over 30.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would say that was my best experience because
That was pretty good.
it was exciting.
We did end up getting the game like the next day
Yeah,
and
we
like
did.
buying it and stuff. So
Yeah. So
wow, okay, best experience.
I
Sea
had
salt and
a
paper.
yeah, I was there were some other like times that we had played with friends and stuff that I thought were really fun, but I was like that
Forget
was
those friends.
forget the wins. It's all about the win. But no, I'm just kidding. But it was like a shock, you know, so I thought that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next one is drop from favor. I'll let you go first.
So sadly it is
I love cats. No?
no,
Oh.
I almost did that, but I was like, it's not like I don't like Isle of Cats anymore. That would be ridiculous. But so the Fox experiment.
Ooh,
Um,
interesting.
yeah, the reason for that, I think it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of just like, nah, like when we play it, it's not as exciting as when we played it before. Maybe it's
How is it
the
possible that
game the gameplay.
how is it possible that a game about animals possibly dips?
I don't know. It's just because it's more about like the dice. Maybe
Okay.
that's what it is for me. Is it's like too unpredictable with the dice. So yeah,
Okay.
the mechanics of the game are kind of like that's a huge part of the game, and so maybe
Hmm.
that's what it is for me. Like I still love that you can like
You don't have to explain
match
yourself.
them and
Yeah.
make the different traits and stuff is cool. But yeah, so it
Okay.
has dropped for me.
Okay. Mine that dropped from favor, I was in between two games here, and I think I'm gonna go with Fast Sloths.
Oh,
I'm getting kind of bored of it, I guess, a little bit. Like I enjoy it. I like the theme of it.
and
Um,
Eli always wants
I
to play it.
think I think it's because lately, yeah, that's true too. So I'm getting a little burnout on playing it. But I also am like, I wish there was more variety with the maps. Like there's literally only two boards that you can flip, so I guess technically you have like four different maps, but they're
Hmm.
not really to me they don't feel different enough when you mix them. So
Mm.
I'm getting kind of like, I feel like I'm playing the same thing over and over again.
Mm.
Maybe if I had like, I can't remember even how many players it plays up to, 4 or 5. I think most of the time I played at 2. We played at 3. I think
Hmm.
you're even a little bit. You didn't really initially like it that much
No,
anyway.
I didn't really care
So it
for
is
it.
starting to drop, and I think it's just because I'm just starting to get bored with it. So
Yeah.
Fast Loss is the one that dropped from favor for me. And then the last one is most improved. So I'll go with this one. I was between two for this one as well. Um, most improved. I was between the Fox Experiment and
Mm.
World Wonders. I think I think I'm going to give the nod to World Wonders though because I was a little bit more disappointed with it. And as I've played it a little bit more, I've gotten a little bit more like, okay, I can see a little bit more of the strategy to it with the
Hmm.
districts and whatnot. And so I think I'm going to give the nod to World Wonders, but I think it's funny that you're dipping on Fox Experiment and
Yeah.
I'm actually coming up on it even more.
Hmm.
So I'm enjoying it even more as I think about that.
That's
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
And then what was your most improved?
So my most improved was Five Tribes.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that was a game I did not care to play. Like I really didn't. Every time you were like, "Let's play Five Tribes," I was like, "No, I don't like that game. It's just too many meeples out there. And it's just too much." But and then we played it, and I was like, "Oh, like I like it."
Yeah.
So,
It was really good. And
mhm.
it's been a while because I feel like I've been trying to get you to play it for so long. And it
Yeah.
was like one of the first games I got when I went into like deep and like jumped into
Mhm.
the hobby, jumped in.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and you did really, really well the last time we played too.
Yeah.
Not that I was expecting you to do bad, but I'm just saying.
You were
like,
impressed
I
with my
was. I
skills.
was. I was impressed
Yeah.
with where you were the first time you played it.
Yeah, and I think when we did play it initially for the first time, like it was the beginning of like playing games for me. So I think that it was kind
Yeah,
of too heavy
early-ish.
at the time, but now that I've been playing games for years with you, I think I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got this." Like
Yeah.
I get it. So,
Such a good game. Such a
yeah.
good one. All
So,
right, so I think that's all for the quarterly recap. So now we're onwards and upwards for quarter number 2, which is already off to a great start so far. So also go check out Nick and Vic's recap. They're going to have theirs up as well. Let us know some of your statistics either in our video or their video. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Keep on gaming.
yeah.